My rich grandpa left everyone 100K. Then I found the real inheritance. When my grandfather died, everyone in the family expected a war over the inheritance. And honestly, they had a reason to. My grandpa, Walter, was insanely rich. He owned construction companies, apartment buildings, land, all kinds of stuff. People estimated he was worth over $30 million. But the weird part was that nobody in the family actually liked him. My uncles constantly talked behind his back. My aunt only visited when she needed money. My cousins treated him like some ATM machine waiting to die. Then there was me. I was the only one who visited him regularly. Not because of the money either. Honestly, growing up, he was the only adult who ever really listened to me. He taught me chess, showed me how to fix old watches, and let me sit in his workshop while he worked on random inventions. Every Sunday, I'd drive over and eat dinner with him while the rest of the family disappeared for months at a time. So when he died at 87, I figured maybe he'd leave me something sentimental. Maybe one of his watches or books. But I definitely didn't expect what happened at the reading of the will. The lawyer adjusted his glasses and started reading. "To my children," he said, "I leave $100,000 each." The room immediately exploded. "What?" my uncle shouted. "That's it?" my aunt snapped. One cousin literally stood up and accused the lawyer of lying, because everyone knew Grandpa had millions. Then the lawyer continued, "And to my grandson," the room went silent, "I leave my personal watch collection and one sealed letter." That was it. My family instantly relaxed. Some of them even smirked. One cousin laughed and whispered, "All that kissing up for a bunch of old clocks." Honestly, I was confused too. But later that night, after everyone left, I opened the letter. Inside was a handwritten note. It said, "If you are reading this, then you were the only one who stayed until the end. Good. The real inheritance was never meant for greedy people." Underneath was a key taped to the paper. And below that, "Go to the workshop. Open locker 17. Come alone." I genuinely thought it was some kind of joke. But the next morning, I drove to his old workshop near the edge of town. The place had been locked up since his death. Inside, dust covered everything exactly how he left it. In the back corner were old metal lockers. Number 17 opened with the key instantly. Inside was another envelope and a flash drive. The envelope read, "Test number 1." At this point, I felt like I was inside some movie. I plugged the flash drive into my laptop. A video started playing. It was Grandpa, recorded only a few months before he died. "If you found this," he said, "then congratulations. You passed the first test. Patience." He explained that he purposely left the family small inheritances because he already knew what they truly cared about. "But money reveals character," he said, "and character determines trust." Then he gave me instructions. I had to complete 3 tasks. If I failed any of them, everything would be donated to charity. The first task was simple: deliver anonymous checks to 3 former employees he secretly supported for years. Apparently, Grandpa had been paying medical bills and helping families quietly without telling anyone. I spent the next week tracking these people down. One man cried when I handed him the envelope. Another woman told me Grandpa paid for her daughter's surgery years ago. I started realizing my grandfather had an entire side to him nobody in the family ever knew about. After I completed the 3rd delivery, I got another message from the lawyer asking me to return to the workshop. There, hidden under Grandpa's workbench, was a locked safe. Inside were documents proving Grandpa had placed nearly all his wealth into a private trust. And the sole beneficiary was me. Not just the money either. The companies, the buildings, everything. $30 million. I literally sat there staring at the papers for like 10 minutes straight because it didn't feel real. But there was one final note. It said, "You never treated me like I was dying. You treated me like I was human. That is why you earned this." I didn't tell the rest of the family immediately, but somehow they found out a week later. And suddenly all the people who ignored me my entire life started calling nonstop. My aunt claimed Grandpa was manipulated. My cousins accused me of stealing. One uncle threatened to sue me. None of it worked, because Grandpa planned for all of it. Every document was airtight, and honestly, the funniest part is that the family still thinks I manipulated him somehow. When in reality, all I did was show up. Follow me for more stories like this.